Cruising Concepts. Visit us at cruisingconcepts.com. Add ease and elegance with quality custom accessories like grates and floorboards, cockpit tables, companionway doors, replacement windows, hatches, tables, and more. See a complete line of our products at cruisingconcepts.com.
Hi, Joe again with another video for Cruising Concepts. No upgrade this time. I just want to show you all the upgrades. You know, after installing my 5th upgrade from Cruising Concepts, Mike contacted me and said, hey, would you mind putting together a video of all the upgrades you've put on your boat? My answer was a resounding yes. And in this video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my interaction with Cruising Concepts, the upgrades, and how much I'm really enjoying them and my family is enjoying them. I hope you like the video. My first upgrade was the windows. The windows take about a week lead time. They're all custom cut. So when Mike gets your order, that's when he cuts the acrylic and sends it off to you. I was headed to training for a week, so I wouldn't be able to get to my boat to make the measurements for at least a week. Once he got the measurements, that was another week until I got them, and they wouldn't be installed probably for a week due to weather. So I was looking for a 3-week lead time. Well, that can end up being about a third of my sailing season up here in Wisconsin. So I called my dad, asked him if he'd do the measurements. He said he would, contacted Mike, no problem. They were going to deal with each other. Dad took the measurements. There must have been a transposition error from when he took the measurements to what he wrote down and faxed to Mike. Mike caught the error. So rather than cutting some things wrong and sending them off to me and it being my fault that the numbers weren't correct, he caught it and made sure there was no error when he sent off the product. That told me I was dealing with a quality company. Another issue that happened is during the install. I was about halfway through the install and I was only about a quarter of the way or a third of the way through the sealant. I started getting worried that I wasn't doing the job right. So I think it was a Sunday afternoon, I called Cruising Concepts and actually got a human. I got Mike. Now your mileage may vary. He might have been lucky he happened to be in there working in his shop, but I was able to get him, tell him what was going on. He told me, no, don't worry about it, Joe. I always send extra sealant so nobody runs out in the middle of a job. It was a big weight off my shoulder, and I thought, here's somebody who's thinking forward. And again, this was my first product. So it was a great install. In fact, at the end of that install, you'll see me, the installation video is this window. I installed this window, and that's the one that created the first video. The first video was, I created that video only to send to Cruising Concepts, Mike, and hope that he would look at the video and say, hey, did I do this right? He ended up saying, you did it right. In fact, can I use the video on my website? And thus started a great relationship with Cruising Concepts of me getting the products, getting them installed, and creating videos. My purpose for installing the windows was simply mine were leaking, but it goes far beyond that, the benefits of these windows. First is the increased size. The old windows had a larger frame, so my window size is probably somewhere in about here. So there's much more light coming in. You got a bigger window. I like the bigger window just from a light standpoint inside the boat. The privacy tint is also huge. Let's go outside and take a look at what it looks like when you're looking in the boat. So here we are on the outside. You're 4 feet from the boat. You look at these windows, you can't see through them. That privacy tint is just fabulous. In fact, I haven't installed my curtains. I had curtains in the boat. I haven't installed them back in 3 years, no curtains. No need for them. Anybody on the dock, I don't have to worry about them seeing in. I have this privacy tint. So that was another huge benefit of moving to these windows. My second upgrade was the forward hatch. I didn't realize how much I was missing by not having any light come into that forward hatch. It literally made the boat look bigger. So this was the second upgrade. Has all the same benefits of the privacy acrylic that the windows have. Another really nice upgrade that I don't know how I did without before I had it. My third upgrade was the companionway doors. When I bought the boat, it had hatch boards. I think I sailed it for 2 years, taking boards in and out, single-handing, trying to come down in the rain. Hatch boards were a real pain. So I built my own plywood doors. They were awful. Can't tell you how bad they were. They were so bad I ended up building my own plastic doors. They were flimsy. They were nothing like what I have here with a Cruising Concepts upgrade. Out of all the upgrades, this is my favorite. I love the companionway doors. When we're talking about the construction, solid 3/4 inch starboard HDPE plastic construction, acrylic windows on the outside, slip in and slip out, screens on the inside, so you're not taking the screens out, setting them down, and end up with holes punched in the screens. You take the acrylic out, I have a little sleeve I slide them in, and then you don't have to worry about it. The doors fully open, they come out so that you can take them right off if they're in your way when you're out and it's a nice sunny day. You don't have to have them sitting there on the door. Drain ports on the outsides so that any water that comes in drains right out, and it has the same privacy acrylic on it that I have all the way around the boat. So I can have these nice big lighted companionway doors, be able to see out. If anybody's out on the dock or while I'm at anchor, they can't see in. Another great upgrade from Cruising Concepts. The last two upgrades I performed were the cockpit table, cocktail table, and the cup holder. This is my wife's favorite. One hand lift construction, up and it's up. The last one we'd be fooling around with some type of bracket on the bottom. Cocktail table, again, if you watch the installation video, covers the construction, the fiddles on the top for when you're running, the nice wide surface area for while you're at anchor having dinner. This was a great upgrade. Anytime you make the wife happy, you make yourself happy.